Next to the hardness tester, you'll find a document camera where you can focus and make measurements on your indentions. You need to position your sample with sufficient height under the lens, and here is your light source back here, which comes out in these wands, and you can position the light on your sample. Here is the magnification. Here is the magnification, and you turn the knob for higher mag. It's always a good idea, though, to start at your lowest, and once you have your image, magnify that. This lever here behind the magnification is, if it's pushed in, it's the eyepiece, and if it's pulled out, it's the camera on the camera for the computer. So for getting a computer image, make sure this is pulled out. So then you can look in the eyepiece and turn this down towards you till you have the focused image in the eyepiece. The software is on the computer to the left, and you'll choose Student. I will have written instructions in this binder along with the password for the software. Here's the software in the center of the screen, Q Capture Pro. Remind me later, 10 years later, to register, and the first icon you click on is this little camera on the upper toolbar. Gives you a warning, and then we'll open this toolbar on the left, and you'll hit preview, and that'll give you a preview of what the camera is seeing. It's pretty dark, so that probably means we need to adjust the exposure. So the thing to click is to calculate auto exposure, the third one down, and it should adjust the lighting. There we go. Okay, here we have image, and you may need to adjust the lighting where the light is positioned on your sample for an optimum image. And the focus for the eyepiece is a little different than the camera, so you may need to adjust your focus. There we go. And we could take an image of this, or a snapshot. To take a snapshot, you're going to click Snap on the left-hand toolbar, and that turns your live preview into a photograph back behind it. The preview won't minimize, so you've either got to close it and move it, or move it down here out of your way. If you close it, you can get it back by simply hitting the preview icon again. Alright, so this is our photograph. The way to make measurements on the software is this icon here, and once you select it, you then click and drag a little measuring tool, and it gives you that measurement down below. You can change the color if it's hard to see, and that'll measure objects for you. Now, perhaps you just want to put a scale bar on here and measure with a ruler. So you click this icon and you drop down to the magnification that you have on the stereoscope and choose marker. So on the marker you can choose between these 4 images, and you length of marker you want on there. If you're not sure, just click OK. And if the marker is too small, such as this one, you just hit the marker icon up here again without selecting continue. You select this marker again and marker and change your dimensions. Okay, and if this scale bar is to your liking, then you say continue, OK. Now that scale bar can be moved around with a click and drag, so you can put it where you want, but to save it on the image you have to right click on the mouse, and that'll save it on the image. So now we can go save as, get you a desktop folder and save your image in your file. Okay.